YouTube channel now too. What you really want to see is the car, I'm sure. Of course, it doesn't want me to show you the car. It's too easy. That's pretty good. All right, thanks for joining, everybody. TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, everybody. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Yay. I got this. Who knows what this is? You guys on the old Instagram may not be able to see as well. It looks kind of fuzzy to me. Let me know if your picture's fuzzy. If it is, just switch to YouTube or TikTok. They're all just Geek and Son. Easy enough. This here is what? Okay, if you don't know what that is, then tell me. What's this? They're twins, except for one doesn't have a lock in it. And one of them's a little bit better shape. They're actually off of a 68 Charger, but I like it better. So if you need one of these or one of these, let me know, because I'm going to give them away real cheap. I paid for them, but the whole thing I wanted out of it was there was a bracket I was missing, and now I have it. And the one that I have on there right now, I actually cut it up to make it fit my shifter. So I don't want to cut that one up unless I have to. In fact, here's the piece off of it that I cut off. I don't know why I'm saving that. Here's a piece of the trim that goes on the rear molding. It's very moldy. Yuck. What's this? So many boxes of crap. What do we got here? Oh, that's for the coolant thing I put in. I put in an overflow for the coolant. I put in a fancy pants thing for the headlights because it's got Gracias, Pablo. I put in a fancy headlight wiring that makes it so it's more current with one of these here relays. And I had this in there, but now it's got the MSD ignition. And that's what I just most recently put in today. Is that. So let's take a look. Ta-da! There's the engine. You can't really see the MSD, but it's back there. I put it on the firewall. And then running wires and making them all look pretty with this, some of this. I put all the wires in some of this sheathing, I guess you would call it. Can you see that? It's, it looks better than wires going in. Dos puertas, see? Boom, boom. They're not welded shut, which that would be crazy, but I guess I could. It is so funny to me. Every time I come on here, I feel like I have to clean my garage because there's just junk everywhere. Oh, look, I got a MSD blaster coils sticker. Isn't that nice? Didn't even know. So I had the old coil right here. I have no idea what it is. I don't think it's anything fancy. Probably just a stock Mopar coil. And so I got a better one of the flatter ones. Where did I put that thing? I don't even know where it ended up. But it's a flatter coil, and I didn't like it. It didn't fit where I wanted it to fit, so I ended up buying another one like this, but an MSD one, and it's great. Fits right where the other one did. And I had to rewire it. I cut these wires, which try to tell your wife that it works, but I'm going to cut the wires. She's like, why? Because I want it to work more, work better. Hard to explain. The same thing with this. I know I paid money for this thing to change it over to electronic ignition, especially this. I know for sure this wiring harness that I just chopped up, but I need to use it for the magnetic pickups off of the distributor. So done is done, and that's okay. I was going to put the chrome molding on the grill today, but realized I'd have to take the whole grill off just to get to behind it, which sucks. Now, I didn't try very hard, honestly, so maybe I don't have to, but I bet I will. Other than that, here it is. Subscribe, Brad Fisher. Why don't you paint the firewall on interference orange? The paint looks great. I wanted it to be black underneath the interference wells and have the orange on the top. So the black is painted, in fact, I got some more of the paint right here. It is 2K paint, but it came in a spray can. And I was going to, I still haven't. I'm going to use that for probably this. I don't know. I haven't decided. I'm kind of liking the chrome, even though it's kind of beat up. I don't know. We'll see what I end up doing with that. It's the same stuff I used for the taillight panel. Kind of a flat black. Did I do flat black underneath? I don't remember. Anyway, that MSD box is the, what part number is it? Oh, it's a digital 6AL 6425. It's red. It's cool. There's the coil. And it matches my fuel pressure regulator, which is cool, which I didn't even intend on. So it's kind of like boom, boom, boom. Oh, and I got the horn hooked up finally. You want to hear the horn? It's cool. Let's see. Hopefully it works. Embarrass me. You know what's funny is it kind of, you could hear it didn't go all the way, but when the car's on, it does. So it's got to be something with the, buenas noches, Alicia. I'm going to start it up, which is a little crazy, but I'm going to start it up. So watch this. And the dome light works. How about that? There's the electric fuel pump, and here we go. So there you go. It's noisy. Got a little bit of a belt squeak. I haven't been able to put the power steering quite level. It's annoying. But you know, the horn works. Pontiac Super Duty, welcome. It's funny that the horn works better when the car's on. Don't know why. Now it's nuts exhaust smelling here, which I kind of don't hate, but it's pretty thick. Woo! So we're just hanging out. Got the MSD ignition put in. Got the horn hooked up. Made all the wires pretty. Still have a belt squeak, which is a little annoying, but I'll get to that. I'm going to put this trim around the grill, but I got to take the grill out to do it. Now I've got one here. It's a little bent, but it goes on the bottom. It's like $300 for a new set. Just working, man. Just working. Thanks for joining. Man, I think I did that a little much. I'm a little dizzy now. This middle piece is $90 by itself. Had a dent in it, and I was able to pound it out and then sand it down, and it looks great. I mean, it's not brand new, but it looks pretty good, especially for this car. It's like, how perfect do I need it to be? Some of the scratches I put on it by reassembling it. Some of the things I just messed up. I got the windshield wipers. I put a new windshield wiper motor in it, and getting those arms off, you need a tool. If you don't have a tool, you're going to scratch it. I scratched the window, the arms, and actually put a teeny little dent in the cowl, which sucks. Because I think, oh, I don't need a tool. I'll just pull it off. You can't. You need a tool. Even just a little puller, it's not that big of a deal. If you don't use one, you wish you did. Anyway, it's great. Oh, the headlights work now. The headlight doors don't, but the headlights themselves work with the brights and the regular and the taillights. I replaced the taillight wiring harness last week or maybe a week before. But today was this, the electronic ignition and putting that MSD in. And I tell you what, when it didn't work, oh, really? That's cool. When it didn't work, because I had it all running, kind of test fitted, and Sweet. Yes, there it is. Ta-da! I took my wife for a ride for the first time. Now remember, I bought this 7 years ago in South Dakota. My wife, you paid how much for a car that doesn't run and is a rusty pile of garbage? Yeah. If she only knew how much I spent in sheet metal and engines. And we actually flew to Kentucky and picked up this engine and then rented a truck and drove it back. So she's been involved. Anyway, that was her first ride I think it was yesterday. It's crazy. So I had it all kind of mapped out, but the wiring wasn't pretty. It was just kind of everywhere. And then I went back to put these sleeves. Yes, women. Good thing she doesn't know. So I put this sleeving, shrinkable stuff on the wires, and then it didn't run. It would crank, but it wouldn't start. And I was like, what the? Excuse me, I've got a cold. Why doesn't it work? Oops. So I was wondering if when I pulled a wire through, I pulled it apart because I soldered a lot of wires because they weren't long enough from the harness I had. And nope, it was when I changed the 12 volt. There's one from the, what's the word I put in for? Yes. Whew. The 12 volt switch that goes to this MSD box needs to have power when it's on and when it's cranking. And to make it closer, I just put it onto one that had power when the key was on. But what I didn't think of is it didn't have power when it was cranking. So I would crank, nothing. So for a couple of hours, I'm like, what is going on? Because, all I was trying to do was make it look pretty. I knew it ran because I took it for a spin. And I tell you what, this MSD ignition has increased the horsepower. Like, I wasn't even honestly expecting it to. I just wanted it to be cool, which, I realize it's kind of dumb, but, I wanted it to be cool. And you can hear it's different. 373 and a 4-speed, that'd be cool. You can hear how much beefier it sounds with this MSD ignition. And I'm watching all this stuff online. You can see how much spark you get, how much more. And that's great, but I just didn't expect anything that cool. You tap that gas and it's just like, Rrr! So it's awesome. I can now drive it anywhere. Of course, now it's winter. There's no snow on the ground really, but it's coming. No, I won't be surprised. I'm not going to drive it in the snow. And, the gas mileage is ridiculously crap anyway. But I think the next thing I need to do after putting this molding on is put some molding on the back of the taillight panel, put that other RT badge on, figure out where it's leaking and what's leaking. I still don't even know what's leaking. Is it power steering? Is it oil? Is it transmission? I'm going to have to get it on a lift and just watch because I can't figure it out the way it is now. I've tried 100 times. Mustang. I like Mustangs. We talked about that before. What else? It's just going. It's going. And I can drive it anywhere now if I wanted to. I do want to get the grill, the chrome around the grill, but it's going to be a pain, like I said. I did wish I would have thought of it before I did that, but I do that a lot where I'm like, oh, whoops. But Huggies Burgers on the coil. Yes, I did change the coil. The old coil was this. The wires that are on it, and I cut off. Just a stock Mopar coil. The new one is the MSD Blaster or something or other. Thank you, Amazon. Blaster 2. It's for MSD ignition applications. The only reason I got another one shaped, the original style, is I got the little one. Let me see if I can find it really quick. Put it in here somewhere. Right here. Aha, I did. So I got this one first. And I just didn't like it. Oh, and the wire was going to be a pain to make it fit. And I'm like, I'm just going to get a regular one anyway. This would have been fine. It's a Blaster, MSD Blaster SS. Maybe I'll save it for my Nova. Hi, Leslie Blomauer. Thanks for joining. Subscribe to the YouTube channel if you don't mind. So this coil is what I was going to use, but I think I'm going to be better off with the other one anyway. It fit right in the same place I had the other one. Everything fit. And boom, boom, boom. It's good to go. So when I want to put this on, Well, let me see. On my Tonic, I put the drop-in Hetronics in the original distributor and a flamethrower coil, and all looks stock, but works pretty damn cool. I haven't even heard of those. I got this to put on and haven't. It's just a ground strap because of all the ground problems I've had with the lights and stuff. Thought maybe that wouldn't be a bad idea, but I haven't put it on yet. But again, there it is. Coming along, doing a little more interior stuff, putting the console together. Like I said, I got this. And thank you, Gray. Appreciate the likes. Got this console door, so it'll flip up. I don't mind it open the way it is, but oh, you know what? I bet I don't have the latch part that goes on the other side of this. So there's just always a million things, and they're always $500. I haven't even put the rear sway bar in, which I've had for probably a couple of months. I probably won't do it till the spring, till the weather turns warm again, so I can do it and have some room outside. But I'm telling you, it's awesome. And for a long time, I couldn't drive it at night because I couldn't get the headlights to work at the same time as the running lights. But that's all been solved, and you know, it's good to go. Anyway, what time we got? 6:19. We got some more time. Why not? I don't know about you guys, but I've been sick for about a week. Not like deadly sick, but kind of just like So I'm just starting to come out of it, which is wonderful. Then I can go back to work tomorrow. Yay. No, I actually like my job. I don't know if my job likes me, but I like it. Sometimes I wonder, should I just quit my job and stay home and work on cars? That's something. I've been saying for years the next car I want to build is a 58 Plymouth, which is still true. And I have one here in my town that I know right where it is. It's been sitting there for more than a decade. The guy won't even call me back. He doesn't want to sell it. Your bank account. What's a bank account? No, I'm not that. I'm pretty good at that. And I've honestly thought of selling this if I need my money back. Anyway, I was going to do this 58 Plymouth. But now, you know what I think I'm going to build? Dun, dun, dun. A Trans Am. The Bandit car. Wouldn't that be cool? There's one about, I don't know, 70 miles from me that's been on these classified ads for about, hi, Gray. I see the pictures with the boyfriend. All right, be careful. Yeah, I'm sure. And tell Danny to be nice too. You know, who knows what she's been doing without my influence on her. Okay, I'm exaggerating, but still. Tell everyone I said hi. Dun, 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 dun. That is true. The generallee appreciates every day. I really could keep it. And probably what I will honestly do. All right, good. I'm glad to hear that. Great, that's good. The general, I'll probably keep it for, a couple years. And like the snowmobiles and the motorcycles and the whatever, it gets old after a while, and then I'll just get another one. But I do want to build a Bandit car and change it, get ready for this, to an LS. Put an LS in it, modern drivetrain, so it runs like awesome. And wouldn't that be cool? Fuerte, nuevo, muy bien trabajo. Thank you. Gracias. If I had a Bandit car, there's one like 70 miles away from me. It's blue, but that's its biggest problem. And here's the good news. It's been setting for like 30 years. Nobody's touched it. All the parts are there. Like this guy, I think he said he was a debt collector and he got it and they just parked it. It's been in the storage shed and it's blue, but you could sand that off and make it black. Now I'd have to paint all the interior or recover the seats or something to make the interior black because you can't have blue. That'd look ridiculous. And it's an ugly light blue, but it's T-tops. And, I put the modern drivetrain in it and that would be awesome. Then I could, when I go to car shows, I could take this and the Nova and the Bandit car, or just alternate which one I'm driving, which is ridiculous. I get it. But I mean, how long do we have on this earth, right? Might as well have fun. I'll never sell my Nova. Yes, Trans Ams are awesome. Well, there you go. You're a Pontiac guy. Is it sacrilege to put an LS in it? I don't like the 2 duos semanas de charger, motors de generallee, 69 bien. It's right there. Okay. The Broncos told us much day. Yes, I work on it every weekend, and during the summer, like every day. Like every day. But there's, you know what's funny? Say no to LS swaps. Well, that's funny because my Nova, everyone's like, you need an LS, you need an LS. I'm like, no, the Nova I want to kind of feel like an old bumpy carbureted car, kind of like this, because I could have put, you know, a Hellcat in this modern drivetrain. In fact, what's his name? Russ Bucket Restos is putting a modern drivetrain in his 68, which would be cool, but not what I wanted for this build. Now, maybe eventually I could see myself, if I do keep this car, putting, you know, a Hellcat in it, and, you know, I'd have to change the rear end and the whole bit, but it would be sweet. But imagine the Bandit car with, you know, 600 horsepower, super reliable, can drive it anywhere, and it's pretty good on gas. That'd be cool. This is definitely not good on gas. This one kind of sucks, actually. It's already down to 3/4 tank, and all I did is probably drive it, I don't know, 25, 30 miles. It's not economical. In fact, you know how everybody wants to be electric. If gas starts going to like $10 a gallon or something, generally solo, I don't understand. No entiendo la pregunta. Anyway, I'd probably still keep it. Like I said, the Nova, it's got a 383 stroker in it, 4-speed. It's awesome. That's what I'll paint next. Even if I get a Trans Am to build for my next build, I'm going to paint the Nova in the spring or the summer of next year, 2023. You'll take this thing to No Name Nationals this year and race. Well, when is it? That'd be cool. I could get a trailer. I got a truck. In fact, I have a trailer I could use, so I could go if it's not too far away. I heard it's like, I forgot where, like Midwest somewhere. I don't know. Don't tell anybody. I'm in Utah, so I'm away from everybody. That's another thing. I have the decals. I haven't put them on because if I do, then I can't take it to work because then everybody will freak out. What's wrong with you? Yeah. Plus, it's kind of cold now anyway, so I don't want to put them on when it's too cold. Anyway, I appreciate, man, all these people are on here. It's amazing to get all these people watching me. I'm like famous, and I realized it looks like the Instagram one is kind of fuzzy, at least to me. Oh, it's in Missouri. Woo! How far away is Missouri? Computer, how far is it to Missouri from Utah?
From Utah, Missouri is 1,233.1 miles away by car.
So it's not undoable, but it's a long way. You see a bunch of people there, that's for sure. I will definitely take this to car shows next year. I'm worried again. One of the reasons I would probably sell eventually is the damn haters, which I know I hate to be such a, back down, but it could change this year. Well, if it's closer, that'd be cool. They've got things like that all over the place. I'll definitely take it to car shows. And even with the decals on it, I'm going to take it to a car show. And if I know there's a place that I've been going lately every year for the car shows, I've already talked to them about it. In fact, I was going to take it last year, but I wasn't ready. That'd be cool. Friend of mine just went somewhere in Idaho. He's got a 68. He was drag racing. Things like that. You've got that guy that's in Junker Up, that's in Vegas, and I think they've got a drag strip right next to him. That'd be cool. I could easily take it to Vegas. That's only, I think, 500 miles from me, maybe 6. So, I could drive it there, which would be expensive, but I could do it. I think it driving it around, it's totally fine. Although the shifter, I'm still not 100% with. I even thought maybe I'll just put the stock shifter back on it because it's just I don't know, kind of sloppy. It's a B&M shifter, but I put the shorter cable in it. So before I switch it to the stock one, I'll put the longer cable in, which I bought months ago and just never got back under it. Once you get a project done, you're like, I'm not gonna mess with it again. That's kind of what I've done because it works. You just got to know where to shift, which is a little annoying. Yeah. But it's pretty cool. All right, I gotta go. My wife isn't feeling well, so I'm gonna go check on her. Thank you so much for joining. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Let's take Instagram down first. Goodbye, Instagram. Subscribe. Bam. Bam. Let's call this live 11, 13, 20, 22. Sorry, I don't want to delete this thing, so I might as well just save it on the Instagram in case people want to see. Bam and bam. All right. People from the TikTok. Let's turn this old phone off. Plug it in. If there's a place to plug it in, there it is. And then, of course, YouTube. Thanks so much for joining us. And TikTok, thanks for joining us. Bye-bye. And YouTube, thank you, everyone. I'm still on. Bye.